In this video, you will be learning about regular and irregular verb tenses. In your literacy notebook, you need to get these two pieces and cut them out and put them into your notebook like this on one page. Make sure you leave enough room at the bottom because you will be writing down here. We are going to start by writing down here. On the next slide, I will rewrite that section so you can see it better. To make a verb past tense, most times you end the word with a D or ED. You have seen this in a lot of different examples, like the word walk becomes walked. Pause the video here so you can write this down. Now that we've written about how verbs regularly end, we are going to write about how some verbs are irregular. Some verbs are irregular and don't end in D or ED. Later on, I will be showing you several different examples of irregular verbs. Pause the video here so you can finish writing this. For this next part, you will need to open up the tab that says Regular Verbs, ends in D or ED. Underneath that tab, you need to write these 5 examples. The first one, walk, becomes the word walked. So just a regular adding an ED ending. The second word, shop, becomes shopped. You will notice that there's an extra P at the end. That's because the O is a short vowel sound, so we need an extra consonant before we add ED. Third, bake becomes baked. This time it kind of looks like we just added a D because the word bake already ended in an E. Cook becomes cooked. Order becomes ordered. Pause the video here so you have time to write these 5 words. Next, you are going to flip open the tab that says Irregular Verbs. Underneath this tab, you are going to write 7 different examples of irregular verbs. The first one, run, becomes ran. So I could say, I run to catch the bus. That means it's happening right now. But if I said, I ran to catch the bus, that means it happened in the past. The next one, drink, becomes drank. Swim becomes swam. Do becomes done. Say changes to said. Take changes to took. Break changes to broke. Pause the video here so you can finish writing these examples. Alright, you are going to need a blank sheet of paper to turn in for this next part. Don't forget to include your name, and then at the top write the heading Verb Tenses Part 2. Next, you will need to copy this chart down. You'll notice that the left column is verbs in the present tense, and the right column has a verb in the past tense. You will need to write each of the verbs in the present tense into the past tense on the right column. The first example has been done for you. The word sing in the past is sang. I will do one more example with you. The word drink becomes drank in the past tense. Now it is your turn to finish writing the verbs in the past tense. Not every verb is an irregular one, so don't get tricked into thinking that all of these that are listed in the present column are irregular. Some of them are regular and will end in either a D or an ED. Pause the video here so you can finish writing this chart down. Once you finish, don't forget to turn it in.